the Regent District Commissioner, members of the District Executive, Honorable District Councillors, heads of department, implementing partners, the agricultural sector. The production of the commodities that directly contribute to household food security and export revenue will be emphasized. I therefore recognize the great contribution from various implementing partners and urge them to continue supporting our district. On behalf of Kabale District Council and on my own behalf, I want to extend success wishes to the candidates sitting their exams tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. Honorable members, colleagues, technical staff, you know our Madam Vice Chairperson lost a brother, the former Director CID, Uganda. So I kindly request you stand with our Honorable Media Tukume in this hard situation. Kindly, the bio arrangements are taking place, and bio will be tomorrow. Kindly, I request you to join her and be with her in this hard situation. I thank you for listening, and I therefore take this great pleasure to open this workshop for God and my country. Thank you for listening. I remain Shagawashi Soni, Chairperson, LC5, Kabale District. Thank you so much.
So members who have joined us, you are welcome to this Chairperson Service Commission, honorable councillors, and the implementing partners who have joined us, you are all welcome. At a later time, the implementing partners will give you an opportunity to introduce yourselves. But as I shared, we shall have some changes in the agenda. We shall have submission of priorities from local governments, chaired by the chairperson, to enable him to attend to another meeting in Seoul, as we have requested earlier. So, chairperson, still the mic is yours. To session 5, to enable you to attend to other activities.
Thank you so much, our district planner. As you heard from our district planner, from here, I have another meeting in Soro, and I need to be there and represent our district. Those who are coming in after the introduction, I want to welcome you once again, and I want to thank you for the good work you are rendering to our district. I want to thank our district cow, Mr. Frederick Sumula, and your team, Madam Speaker, Executive Committee, Honorable District Councillors. I want to thank you for the good work you are doing for the district. And I want to thank you for keeping time and for coming in big numbers. I therefore start calling sub-county by sub-county, submit the is Tanga, followed by Kaunje, from Kaunje, Rumaya, Yakanira, then we go to Chimuga, from Chimuga, we go to Kamugambuzi, from Kamugambuzi, we go to Stumba, from Stumba, we go to Ohara, from Ohara, we go to Maziba, then from Maziba, we go to Chanana. I think you are going to be there. Okay? So, Utanga, are you ready? Kindly bring the submissions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The council who supports the petition is welcome. I beg we could proceed without some comments as appeared. Thank you.
Okay. Kabunji. Kabunji, are you ready? Thank you. Honorable Rebecca. Thank you for giving time. Thank you. We can thank Honorable Rebecca. We thank ourselves. Thank you. Thank you for giving time. Then Rubaya, Honorable Kamudus. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable. Yakanira. Isabigata Yakanira. Aaron. Yakanira. Yakanira is not yet here. Chibuga. Honorable Kataunga Robert. Thank you for coming and thank you for giving your time. Katuleta Mikanso. Katuleta Mikanso. Katuleta Mikanso, where are you? Come, are you ready? Kamuganguzi, they are not yet here. Chumba. Yes. They are not yet here, but they are you with the submissions. I can bring them. Thank you, Senior Sub-County Chief, for keeping time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the good work. From Chumba, we go to Buhara. Buhara. Aida Cafe, yes, you are most welcome. Thank you, Buhara. I thank you for keeping the time. Maziwa. Maziwa. Kugomanji is coming. Yes, Sub-County Chief Maziwa is on the way coming. Thank you, people, back for keeping time. Thank you. Chanamira. Okay. Yeni Kaharo. Kaharo, thank you for keeping time. Thank you. Thank you, Sub-County Chief Kaharo. And thank you for the good work. We can now receive submission from youth. Sub-County Chiefs with submissions, please don't wait for councillors to submit them here. Sub-County Chief Butanga, just bring your submissions. You know, time waits for no man, and the time is money. And today we decided to use English time. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, and thank you for the good work, Sub-County Chief Butanga. You appreciate, you are doing very well there. Thank you. We can now receive submission from our youth representative, Honorable Kamunda. Thank you for coming, and thank you for keeping time. Thank you so much. Can we receive submissions from PWP representative, Honorable Amos, thank you for coming, and thank you for the good work. You are trying and you deserve a standard. Thank you so much. Thank you. You need a promotion. You know, power belongs to the people, the voters. Thank you. Then finally, okay, we can receive. Thank you, County Council, for the submissions. Thank you for coming. And we thank you for the good work and your team, the mayor, councillors. Thank you. We can now receive submissions from the Head Chief Whip, Mzee Chiriji. Thank you for keeping time. And thank you to be a good example. Well done, keep it up. So, members, I want to thank you once again. And as usual, I request you to work as a team. Let us use the word teamwork, because all of us, our target is to develop our district. I want once again to thank our COW, our RDCs, security team, the district, heads of departments. You know, previously we had the challenge of COVID. The economy is not yet stable, even up to now. But really, I want to thank you so much. The way you are struggling, make sure that you achieve. Honorable councillors, I want to thank you once again. And I know how you are hustling down there. I know things are not easy, but this time I am reminded my brother Kauka Skubula, make sure that he put a provision, then we see how we can do our work properly. I recognize everybody here. I recognize I'm seeing legal positioning. You are hiding yourself. I want you to speak to me, Mzee Chief, tell you good news about our party. But you I want to thank you so much and your team, our brothers and sisters. Thank you, business partners. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having us. Thank you for supporting us. As I told you before, I'm not going to end with you this conference, because I also need to present you in Soro, where we have a very crucial meeting. It is about security and conservation. And you know, when we go to security, we don't have everything. Because whatever we are doing, we must put security number one. We must put security as a first priority. Thank you for listening. I wish you a nice final conference and a nice day. Thank you and God bless you. Let me request my Secretary for Finance come and sit my chair. Presidency, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairperson, for the wonderful remarks. The round of applause for our chairman. And I request the District Councillor to support our chairman as he leaves for another meeting when he comes back. So we are going to session 3, where we shall hear the departmental presentations and event presentations, and it is going to be chaired by the Chief Administrative Officer, Mr. Kabale District.
Thank you, Brian. I want to take you to the next session for the departmental presentation. And we are going to follow this order. We shall start with human capital involvement, that is education and health, mental mobilization and mindset change, services, integrated transport and infrastructure services, climate change, and that's the private sector tourism development, which is trade. So I invite the video, will be followed by the DHO.
I begin with the introduction. Mandate of local government in education. Responsibility for education and sports services in Uganda are divided between central and local governments in line with Article 176, Section 2 of the Constitution and Section 96 and 97 of the Local Government Act. We have in education services, we have some functions which are provided by the central government, then others by the local government. The education and sports functions and services for which Kabale District local government are responsible for are summarized in the table below. We have the primary education, secondary education. Then for primary and primary education, we are, as the local government, we are responsible for our mandate is to make sure that there is delivery of quality primary education and retention of learners. So the power is back. So we shall continue on the second slide. Then the next. So that is the mandate of both function at the local government level. As a district, we are responsible for primary and primary education, for primary schools and ECD. Then the delivery of quality education and retention of learners. Then secondary education, our board function or mandate is also to make sure that the delivery of quality secondary education and retention of learners. When we talk of retention of learners, we are supposed to make sure that children don't drop out of school. Then quality education, inspection and monitoring. That function is done by the district education department. The DO's office to provide support, supervision, monitor and inspect education service provision. Also conduct sports and co-cultural activities. Then we also have another function for special needs education and career guidance for primary and secondary schools. We need to address issues that affect the learner's ability to complete education cycle. We have children with the disabilities. We should make sure that we support them, and even those who have other challenges, they complete education cycle. All of these functions are to be provided in 113 government-aided primary schools. Those are the government-aided primary schools we have in the district. 41 primary schools. Then you have 15 government-aided secondary schools. Then you have 2 business technical and vocational education training. Those are the technical institutions, Zinga and the Forest Community Position. All of Kabale District local government. Performance of 2023-2024 financial year for capital, we have started the capital development project. And we are looking at the current financial year, the projects we are implementing and their status. So, project number 1 is construction of additional buildings at Kabale Secondary School in Tumba sub-county, which we budgeted for 1 billion. Then we also have rehabilitation of Kabale High School in the Town Council. The source of funding is UDIF, 500 million shillings. Construction of the dining hall at St. Mary's College in Sholoza, source of funding is also UDIF, 300 million. Then construction of 2 classroom blocks, administration block, and 5 stars VIP training at Mazba Primary School. It is the source of funding is the transitional capital development, 500 million shillings. Construction and rehabilitation of Nyabushari Primary School, source of funding is transitional capital development. Then we also have construction of sanitary facilities, 5 stars VIP trainings at Siwa Primary School in Chibuga Sub-County, Kole Primary School in Jakarimera Town Council, Gwene Primary School in Buhara Sub-County, Chitoha Primary School in Kaharo Sub-County, then and the Kafu Primary School in Mazba Sub-County. All of these projects, we have started the procurement process. The advert was put in a new vision. The interested bidders will apply and submit their bids, then the procurement takes place. One of the reasons why we delayed, by this time they should have started the implementing, but in the first quarter, we did not receive any fund for capital development. So we waited for the second quarter, that's when we started the process. 3, minimum quality standards for school infrastructure. Let me get it in this position. Minimum quality standards for school infrastructure. Here we are looking at what we expect to have in our schools. What is supposed to be there. So for the project, I don't know our bosses will see there because there are some which are not on the report. Local governments are responsible for planning, procurement, and construction of education infrastructure projects, following the minimum standards and guidelines by the construction management unit. Classroom pupil ratio should be 1:53. Ours is 1:64. That means we are lagging behind. This pupil ratio of 1:3, so for Kabale is 1:4. You find the desk which is supposed to be using only 3, therefore, but that is the average, because it is relative from school to school. Then, Latin stance pupil ratio. The standard is 140. For Kabale is 163. We shall look at the farm pictures the Latin have in our school. It means now, when the letters are very many, we use one picture tree, one stance. When it is like break time or lunch time, they line up to just use that facility. Permanent accommodation for at least 4 teachers. Every primary school should at least be in position to accommodate at least 4 teachers. For Kabale, only 3% meet that standard. At least one cane water harvesting tank per school. Every school should at least have that harvesting water source. And for us in Kabale district, only 3% of our school, the schools we have access water by water harvesting. Then at least one changing room per school. Every school, when we have every school, mixed school, primary school, should have a changing room. For instance, when our children, especially grandchildren, in the menstruation period, they need to have that room. And these are some of the things when they are provided at school level, children can get a conducive learning environment to remain in school. Then for secondary, minimum service delivery standards for every secondary school. Classroom student ratio is 160. This student ratio is also 133. Latin stance student ratio 140. Permanent accommodation of at least 4 teachers. At least one multi-purpose science laboratory per school. At least one clean water harvesting tank per school. At least one changing room per school. At least one sick bed per school. I did not indicate our standard Kabale, but most of our secondary schools meet these standards. Apart from a few schools that don't meet number classroom student ratio number 1, they don't meet accommodation, a few of them, then they also don't meet the science laboratory per school. Also, some few schools do not have a sick bay. Next, now, I brought all those that when we are budgeting for the financial year 2024-2025, we look at the challenges we have, the resources we have, and give them the priority. Then we are presenting 2024-2025 financial budget called circular indicative planning figures, IPFs. What we expect, the funds we expect to get in the coming financial year. Education we have conditional grant wage. That is the economic chart. So we expect to have a total grant wage, which is conditional grant wage, of 15 billion 476 million 515,000 shillings. So as wage. Then it is also divided into primary, secondary, and skills development. So the biggest percentage is for primary education, which is 9 billion. Then conditional non-wage grant, that is UP, USE, and skills development, plus special education, But this special needs education non-current is for Gombe High School. So it comes through the district, though the school is located within the municipal council. So the total is also worth 2,714,938,000 shillings. Then for development grant education, we are making a comparison between the current financial year 2023-2024, then the coming financial year 2024-2025. And then there is also where we have a change according to the budget. What we have this financial year, what we expect to get, and even the figures of what from the center and what we shall get. Then development grant education. Development grant education, we have for education development, formerly SFG, in this last financial year. I'm very sorry, there is some mistake there. So we SFG, we had that 110, the one which we are using to construct VIP trains. Then education development, youth, 6 secondary schools. The one I was showing you, the Kapomo, that's 1.8 billion. We expect to get the same amount in the 2024-2025. Then transitional development education animal, that is 750, where we have Massive Primary School and China. So we continue. Non-wage capital grant 2024-2025 financial year. We have UP. Every child, every learner is facilitated in a year by 20,000. USC government aided, every town is 58,333 shillings. Then in a year is 175,000 shillings. Special needs education, but here we don't have a special unit, a special school unit, but that's what they get. Then UCOLET, government aided. Those are what UCOLET is the universal post O-level education training. Those are AF with USC, code USC, but it's UCOLET. The target is 90,000, then the year is 200. Component of 1.35 billion shillings per year and a value of shillings 20 per pupil. What it means, every UP school gets 1,350 shillings per year, irrespective of the size. Then plus, what is the calculate for the learners, each learner? Then special needs unit, that is what it is. Continue. Papa soft sector grants. Those sector grants are supposed to pay salaries of education staff in 113 primary schools, 15 secondary schools, and 2 technical institutions. Then to fund operational costs of running primary, secondary, and vocational institutions. That is where we have UPUSA and skills development. To fund maintenance of school facilities, facilitate inspection, monitoring, and support supervision of all institutions, facilitate measures to improve learning outcomes and attract more learners. We are, for instance, supposed to be having meetings with parents and all other stakeholders whether they bring children to schools, facilitate sports activities, finance capital development, and maintenance works of primary and secondary. Challenges. We have inadequate funding, understaffing, especially secondary schools in hard to reach areas, e.g., Utana SS and Kahondo. Inadequate staff accommodation in most schools, as we saw in the minimum standards. We realize we don't have enough accommodation for our teachers. Dilapidated school structures. We shall show at the end the pictures of the school structures all over the district which are dilapidated. Then absenteeism of both teachers and learners as well as high school dropout rates. Our classrooms, when we look at the population of the school, we find children are many in the lower classes, and as they go to to upper classes, majority drop out. Drop participation of parents in school programs, lack of adequate resources, inadequate training, and heavy workload in the implementation of the new secondary school curriculum. In the secondary, we are implementing a new curriculum, and which needs the constant teachers, regular teachers, attendance, and where teachers are supposed to remain in school all the time. And the resources, they need a lot of resources, computers, it's a competent-based culture. But some teachers are not trained, other schools do not have the resources to use. Then next, we have household poverty. Before we move there, household poverty. Access to and completion of schooling is inadequate with children from the poorest families at high risk of school dropout. Children from poor family background have a problem. They don't normally complete their education cycle. Now we are going to look at the project we implemented the previous financial year. We had the train that is one of them. Continue. We have that VIP train at Kalam Primary School. That is the one-purpose hall which was constructed at one of our spaces, Shanga. Then the VIP train at Kabale Primary School. Then the other one is at Kumbura. We had not gone there for commission for monitoring or commissioning at Kumbura. Then that is the VIP train at Kunakana Primary School, where the elder is coming from. Then that's the 5-star VIP train at Chico Primary School in the Town Council. The other one is the 5-star VIP train at Chico Primary School. Then the 5-star VIP train at Kunakana. Then we have, I was showing you, then we have the structures. The other one is the first one. That is Kanyaban's Primary School. Those are the classrooms. They were constructed long before. When you look at the iron sheets, they all done very sharply. Then that one, after primary school in Masiwa, they have a bigger enrollment. They don't have enough structure. Those are temporary structures which they have provided to accommodate the learners. Continue. Then we have the other one was supposed to be the other side. Bumba Primary School, the downtown city, you got the classrooms, that is how they look like. Continue. Then that is Gera Primary School in Buhara, County. You can see the only staff house at Gera Primary School, and the teacher who stayed there. Then you continue. That one, enter the primary school in the Masiva Primary School. Also, that structure is temporary. Though that is how it looks like. Then you can look at the Primary School in Butara County. The structure is also going down. Then we have that in Kungamo Primary School in Kaharo. Then in Murungu. Now, I don't know if you can explain for us that in Murungu. Those are the only structures at that school. The government needed. Continue. That's why we are asking you, honorable members, at this when you are budgeting, you make sure you give us resources because we are actually. That is the way primary school, in fact, the roofing, our heads continue. Then the primary school, those are the toilets for teachers, continue. Rubumba Primary School is in Kahuje. Then we have Cheche Primary School in Kaharo, that one, I took the picture from behind, but they is used as a classroom. Then that other one, from Mukagana, from the right side, is also temporary, and it is used as a classroom. That is Bulimba Primary School in Uwaya. That class, that house is also accommodating teachers and professors. The teacher who stays there and uses that field. Uborota Primary School in Buhara, those are the classrooms. Shinyamari, Upachit, continue. Then Musamba, for those of you who know where Musamba is located, you know it is across the lake. The teachers there cannot even get where to rent. They resort to stay in those houses. Omuchiro is in Masima, the same situations continue. That is Ushawo, small village. Continue. So finally, we didn't want to do sport, but we didn't do it. We also where we have done some work. Masima Primary School, you know, it was washed away by rains. So in the first phase, that is what we constructed. Then also Kakoma Secondary School, we also constructed those structures. But because we don't have adequate resources, we cannot reach anywhere. Continue. I think we have finished. Thank you for listening.
For that presentation, the next presentation is going to be from health, and each head of department will use 15 minutes. So try as much as possible. Precise. I welcome those who are just joining us, including the district speaker and the chairpersons of LCTV.
Protocol observed, and it is on time I go straight to the presentation from the health department. Our field of areas are highlighted. Among them is reduced prevalence of under 5 stunting from 28.9 to 19. Reduced neonatal mortality rate from 27 to 19 by 2025 per every 1,000 births. Then reduced under 5 mortality from 64 every 1,000 births to 30. And then reduced maternal mortality rate from 336 for every 100,000 births to 211, and reduce the animated need of family planning from 28% to 10%. And then reduce mortality due to non-communicable diseases from 40 to 30, and reduce mortality due to high-risk communicable diseases from 60 to 30. Next. Also, reduce teenage pregnancies from 25% to 15%, and increase safe water supply from 70 to 5%. Increase access to clean sanitation, as noted there. You can go to the next slide. So the next slide will be more about Ministry of Health objectives, again listed there, those are the presentations. I will not read each and every one, but we shall see the indicators in the next slide. In the district around 60 facilities distributed in different levels, 1 region of Faro, 2 hospitals, all of them are private not for profit. Health center force, that level health center fees are reported to health center tools. Those are the services that we provide. We provide curative services, maternal and child health services, prevention services, surveillance, and also data management. Just to look at the progress and some of the indicators that I highlighted as areas where we contribute as our key of areas. Under 5 stunting, we are not doing well. We are targeting, we should have had 23%, but we are still at 26%. This is national. The neonatal mortality rate, we are still at 22 for every 1,000 instead of 17. Under 5 mortality rate still at 52, targeting 34. Next. Maternal mortality is where we did well. We have reduced. Now we are having 2 million maternal deaths. We are 336 for every 100,000 births. But this year was significant gain, and 189 still big, but at least we hit the target. Teenage pregnancies community program, we have stabilized at around a prevalence of 24, 25. This year is 24. Our target was 18% as prevalence, so we have not hit that target. And need for family planning, meaning the mothers or women who need family planning but they don't get it, we still have 22% of them. The target should be 18. Fertility. Want to reduce fertility, it should have been at 4.8 this year, but our mothers or our women are still giving an average of 5 children. The population continues to increase, the other gains are, not as beneficial. Access to basic sanitation, there's some improvement to meet the target that even do not above it, 44%, and washing up 49%. Proportion of population accessing universal care, 49, we should target 53. That was national, but it's good to see as a district how did we contribute those national targets. And just last week, the district was recognized as being the 10th in the whole country, the 10th for 146 districts in performing well. Please grab it well. I think we deserve that club to be the 10th in the 146, and see that we have maintained the last year was the same position. So that was our ranking. Next slide will show the indicators that they used to rank us like that. And I think the areas where we did do so well was percentage of pregnant women who are testing for HIV during pregnancy, and also the warning of under 5. The warning of under 5 was largely affected by stockouts of the warmers. And then the first on staffing levels actually gave us a long percentage, about 70, and the target is 73. So there we were unfair, I don't know where I got the information. But the rest we think we performed well. And at least I want to appreciate the partners that support us to have such results. I hope they are in the house, the WHO, Gavi, Global Fund, USAID, DHA, JCRC, UPMB, IOM. I can't list, there are so many Rotary. We do appreciate the support in helping us to achieve what we achieved. Next will be the capital projects that we completed last financial 2022-2023. We were able to complete Kabale and Health Center 2 upgrade, construction of maternity ward, which was worth 650 million from WIGIFT, Some Health Center 2 Staff House, 177 million from Egypt. Kawondo, Center 2 Staff House, 165 million from Egypt. Supply of medical equipment for Lama and Kalashana, worth 385 million, also from Egypt. Water ambulance, worth 600 million from Delhi. The next slides are for that is Kalashana, the front. Then next is Kalashana at the back. Then you have the staff house at Stoma, the staff house at Kawondo, and then the water ambulance. We do appreciate the partners that make this possible. Next will be on the projects that were carried forward. This should have been done last year, but we were not able to complete them. This is Nyanja and Muyungu construction of OPD at 65 million each. The Citizen Center 2 renovation of OPD at 20 million. Yakashara renovation first at 14 million. Whereas Twin House, 300 million from traditional plant. Chasano and 15,000 Brazil. These were carried forward into this current year. And the reason where was based on inception by UPDF engineers. This is Masiba. It was carried forward, but now it's even higher than this. This is like 2 weeks ago, so I'm sure it is now much higher than this. Capital projects for this current financial year, 2023-2024. Culture and other putting up a staff house worth 105 million for Egypt. We shall construct the new second phase, 24 million. Katenga the Center to Innovation of 14 million. Kanjore Center to Innovation 21. Yamiyawu Food Stars People and Trade 14 million. Chigata Renovation 21. Then Wene People and Trade 14 million. We take 104 million. Center pits at Chokombe and Nyanja. And then OPD block at Masiba Center 4 worth 400 million from knowledge. The challenges, like I already mentioned, there was a delay of the inception of capital projects by UPDF engineers brigade, but now they have started at Masiba and Korea. Inadequate resources facilitate effective support supervision. Our staff are so accustomed to our services, the best thing is to have support checks that we do not have that capacity gaps in performance management, those the workers are not inside the managers, so managing performance anomalies. You don't have many anomalies about that. Disruption in the area of science and medicine and supply all over last year was characterized by stockouts because of the medicine supply. Highlights in this coming year, we're discussing already mentioned in the Chief Administrative Officer's remarks. There is a lot of recruitment, exceptional president. Also, the staffing structures. There is a new staffing structure for health center, and hospitals, but it is not yet really operationalizing much as staffing is. Streamlined RBF is not as flexible to be responsive to the facility needs. Then there is a new tool to use in a prison management, which is the balance scorecard, and then emphasis on attendance to the using the human resource information system. Predictive planning figures for the current financial year, mine are not so many. We just have conditional wage, 6 billion, conditional land wage, 838, then government grant, 115 million. Broken down, we can see post the wages for wage, and then we break down the land wage, where we have the government facilities. We distribute that 314 our center costs, center fees, and center fees. PDF fees, you have that 26 million. We have center fees. The PDF hospital share that's 243 for the whole year. The health office has selected two, and then the other one comes in as this, the center costs and also priorities for 24-25. We want now to prioritize more for infrastructure and buildings. Yes, we still have some that need improvement, but not as bad as the was. So now we are focusing to equip the laboratories to improve diagnostic capacity at center cost. We have to do more lab-based diagnostics at center cost. So next, Kahoda and Ulamba, we still have the wall, maintain wall to protect the buildings. Then construction of the future train at CCC and Kalindi. Infrastructure improvement at Masiva Center has infrastructure challenges, but it is improving now with the two projects there already. Then Kapomo is center for, but by infrastructure and function is still at the center. So funds are functionalizing. These are the 18 services that we shall complete offer. These areas need targeted innovations if we have to improve. One, among the staff with capacity, building of societies are here, the ones that we we need capacity building and mentorship using this system of managing attendance security. Also, orientation of staff in the balance scorecard, performance evaluation tool. This district quality improvement function needs support. Also support we need skill support supervision. Then you need community health interventions to promote responsible parenting, increase access, sexual and reproductive health information, avoid substance abuse, that is mainly alcohol but also other substances, and provide mental services. Otherwise, we're having challenges at the community level. Just to show how for the country, Ghana, we are still top now for consumption in Africa. And here, if the parent is taking that much alcohol, they end up neglecting the children. The children end up having teenage pregnancy. They end up dropping out of school. So they what quality of human capital are we going to have this cycle? Otherwise, I think it was.
I encourage you to take note of areas where you need clarification so that when we reach the point of plenary discussions, we don't waste a lot of time. Can I now invite the district commercial officer? Sorry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairperson. Unfortunately, I don't have handouts. The time of preparing this presentation, I was more create a product in my department. For purposes, I will create one for Ghana.
In case for those, how are you going to continue the presentation?
We shall go another presentation. Department that is ready as you prepare yourself. Restore. Works.
Presenting on the integrated transport and infrastructure services, that is works. Our roles and responsibilities and mandates. One is derived from Local Government Act, Chapter 243, which specifies responsibilities. And one of them is that under road services, the construction, rehabilitation, and the maintenance of roads that are not under the central government, it is responsibility of the local government. Two, roads that are responsible local government are classified as district, urban, and community access roads. Three, district roads in communities dwelling centers and national roads, and that is the responsibility of the district council. Then we have urban roads that are owned by the municipalities and town councils, and that is the responsibility of the municipal and town councils. Then community access roads, which are small link roads, is the responsibility of the sub-county. And then we have national roads, and that is the central government, and those are roads managed by the or the national roads. How do we link to the NPPC? One of them is that the implementation of NPPC. We have key problem strategies, and one of them is institutionalization of infrastructure maintenance, development of intermodal transport infrastructure, and the government will achieve this objective through consultation and increasing the stock and quality of productive infrastructure. Then the local governments will contribute through this strategy by implementing various works and transport projects. Then the programs identified rely under the integrated transport and infrastructure services, which is aimed at having a seamless, safe, inclusive, and sustainable multimodal transport system. What are our expected results? We have to reduce the average travel time when we work on roads that are in moderate condition, where the travel time will be reduced. We have to reduce the freight transport costs. We have to reduce the net cost of building transport infrastructure per kilometer. We have to increase the stock of transport infrastructure, and we have to increase the average lifespan and reduce the fatalities and accidents for transport accidents. Objectives
optimize transport infrastructure and services, investments across all borders. We have to prioritize transport asset management. We have to promote integrated values and transport planning. We have to reduce the cost of transport infrastructure and services. We have to strengthen and harmonize policy law and territory decision framework for infrastructure and services. And we have to increase transport interconnectivity to promote inter and interregional trade. What have we achieved during the previous financial year? We did mechanized maintenance of Polo Nyamera and Koroni kilometers, Shoko Chiba, 16.4 kilometers, Buga Gyakaibra 4 kilometers, Wekon Bukapoma 24.3 kilometers, Kabuga Kakete Bora 6 kilometers, Nisi Bugamakama Nyoni 13 kilometers, Ayoka Kakino 2.8 kilometers, Bono Chanda Yara 2.3 kilometers, Nakabumu Road 6 kilometers, Kawini Road Variation 9.3 kilometers, Wachumba Mazula kilometers, Atukula Karamana Boda 15 kilometers, Karamana Rashid 3.3 kilometers. Then under emergencies, we worked on Chigama Kafu Road, including Chigama Kafu Bridge, 13 kilometers, Chistibo Bridge, 10 meter span, Karushanga Chistibo Road, 2.5 kilometers, Umuru Bridge, 10 meter span, Mujera Bridge, 10 meter span, Bridge, 10 meter span, DDEG, Karagechepo, Kangachesi. Then with local government, we had a couple of Chasa Road, Nagana Road, 10 kilometers. What are we doing in this financial year? All the roads that are within the work plan, we are having a Wachimboka Shenge Nyamaka, 4 kilometers. I have the seats here. We have to work exchange 2.3 kilometers. One in Nyamera and 4 kilometers. Some members have some copies. The key stakeholders have. Then we are also to work on the Parak Stagaruto. We make a racing at 7 kilometers. Rukumbura Kasherele 6 kilometers. Chibuka Bashavera 10.4 kilometers. Kasherele Nyamabara Katenga 6 kilometers. Then under Katuna Town Council, we work on the number of Shanga, Mutara Chacho Uganda, Kabarisa Kole, Kapomo Rutane, Kabumbo Jaruliza, Sonyo Guapatambara, Nogo Nyamiri Makamu Gamuzi, and then Kamu Gamuzi. Community access roads under the sub-counties. They will work on the Bertari Shoro, 3 kilometers. Utanda, they will work on the Church, Wadiro, Abutari, 4 kilometers. Arona, Taranyamukoma, Bogo, 3 kilometers. Kamu Sinyango, Yembrando, Shele, 4 kilometers. Tumba Maria, Chiba, 3 kilometers. Chana, Drababa, Yakatare, 4 kilometers. Basava, that would be Nyanja, Tambili, Neyo, Yenubaya, Kadarabo, Nara. We are also going to, we are already working on road rehabilitation using the 1 billion grant, and we are currently having the work plan 220 kilometers, and the roads we are working on Butanda Nyamabari, Kabale, Nyabere, Katoso, Kabogo, Bumba, 16.7 kilometers, that is the Butanda county. Kachweka no Rubaya, Kachingo, Lake Bunami, Stoma, 38 kilometers, that is the Stumba, Rubaya, Ram Gamuzi, Paso to Jakarta Council, and Rubaya. Number 3, Kekuo, Kapomo, Kabumba, Lake Bunami, Kashanga, 16.9 kilometers.
Number 4, Chitumba, Alhasha, Katenga, Birami Buhumba, 12 kilometers, that is the Chitumba and Kamugamzi. Number 5, Mukawaya, Gwenyamanga, Liringo, that is 3.2 kilometers, that is the Kahunje. Number 6, Kawanyoni, Kaweru, Kamorongo, Rema, 28 kilometers, that is the Kohara and the Matiba. Number 7, Bashuma, Kabondo Masaba, Katkora, Karangabanda border, 47.3 kilometers in Mazima. Number 8, Chogogo, Storma, Katenga, Chizinga, Nyanja na Mitoma, Omukabale, Mwendo Chigarama, 35 kilometers, that is in Kohara and the Mazima. Then we are also have with the Atoche Bugalama, Kachuro, Chfumro, Ushuro Katembe, that is in the China, Hara, and Stuma. So all of those roads is total 220 kilometers, and those are the roads being done using the plan. Other emergencies, we are anticipating some emergency funding. Work on Pembo, Kaunje Kora Road, 30.3 kilometers, that is in Kaunje and Kutana. Chigarama, Liberan, Nyanga Bridges, that is in Mazima. Kaunje and Aksibo Road, 2.5 kilometers in Chibuga. Wachas Mukoche Market. Maziwa, Chikasi Victoria, Boom Road, 10 kilometers. Chana Narashika Bridge. Nyambo Yoshonga Katrina Road, 6 kilometers. 1.8. Then we are also working on letting go of the Roman home under the revenue. And then we are also having HIV/AIDS screening. Proposals for next financial year, 2024-2025. We are expected to work on Koni Nyambera and Koroti, 8 kilometers. Chipa Gwene, 16.4 kilometers. Chibuga Jakainwa, 4 kilometers. Wekorongo Kagoma, 24.3 kilometers. 6 kilometers. This Makaba Nisa, 13 kilometers. Yonza Hakatindo, 2.3 kilometers. Konyo Chana Nera, 2.3 kilometers. Bumuro, 6 kilometers. Kawan Yuruboro, 9.3 kilometers. Wachumamashule, 20 kilometers. Satkura Karango Banda border, 15 kilometers. Karango Governor, 3.3 kilometers. Choko Bombe Katenga Chitoha, 9.4 kilometers. Katembe Bushuro, Kanyangwazi, Nerera, 6 kilometers. Harukumbra Kashelele, 6 kilometers. Kashelele 3 kilometers. Chibuga Washabira, 10.4 kilometers. Kakomo Chasa and Nagana, 10 kilometers. Nabele Katojo, 6.4 kilometers. Kabugurumba, 1.8 kilometers. Kwarimyana Shumbamu Mochi, 4 kilometers. Yakainwanyachi Vadekwaza, 4 kilometers. Then we also still have proposals for roads which are supposed to be under UNRWA. We have Kachweka Mukamu, Yakainwa, Fire and Kashele Jeni, 33 kilometers. Katuna Royamuko, 16 kilometers. Chana na Nyachibugwe, 20.2 kilometers. Kabale Lake Bunyoni, 16 kilometers. Then Chitejeke Kubo, 5 kilometers. We also anticipate to have some funding from some development partners. We are expecting to have funding under KAYIP 4 program. We are expecting to have funding under IFDC, that is International Fertilizer Development Center. We are expecting to have a contribution of ACDP program, or it may be changed to Climate Smart program. We are expecting to have application grant for Ministry of Works, and there are some proposed roads which are still pending, 3.8 kilometers. Wachumamashule Mukochenyamiri Macro Learning Center, 24.3 kilometers. Ruroga Chikija Kategule Mishumbe, 9.3 kilometers.
Kabanyoni Kagweru Mazvasa 13 kilometers, Nyanja Nyanditoma 4.6 kilometers, Kabora Rwampiri Umukaranga Mukaranje 5 kilometers, Kakumu Kavumba Kashanja 3.4 kilometers, Katenga Buhumba 2.7 kilometers, Katwaro Kachirere 4 kilometers, Tanganyama Valley Kabere 2.5 kilometers, and Hakachiro 8 kilometers. All those roads, they have 6 bridges within them, which are posted there and which need a lot of money. Challenges. One of the challenges we have been facing is about conflicting guidelines from Ministry of Works and Transport on the utilization of the road rehabilitation grant. The 1 billion here of, we are having challenges with the implementation of the guidelines. Ministry of Works issued guidelines that the grant was supposed to be for rehabilitation, where you work on some kilometers, but you take them fully, do gravelly, do net structures, and you have a road just for some good time. But recently, the Parliament had a resolution that the grant should be used for road maintenance, and that the name of the grant should be changed from road rehabilitation to road maintenance, and that should be used using the government fund guidelines. So those two positions are not yet clear. They are not yet harmonized. We are still having conflicts within those solutions. And this is leading to the implementation of some of the activities. The other challenge is that we, like last year, we received only 86% of the URF funding.
Yet the budget is very small. The budget was 270 million, but out of the 270 million, we only received 233, which was 6%. So we could not accomplish some of the activities by the plan. The other challenge is about raw budget allocation. When you hear that you have been given 1 billion, as is being for emphasizing, that money cannot even improve a one road of 10 kilometers standard. If you are to go full gravel, you do drainage, you put culverts, 1 billion cannot do 10 kilometers away. And this is the best from the previous works we have had in the district. Where, for example, Ministry of Works did a road in Kepu, Kanyampan, Samogana, which was 6 kilometers using 600 million. They did another road in the Kamuga, 6 kilometers also using 620 million. The roads we have done under SCTP, according to the Ministry of Quantities, the roads were 83.8 kilometers, but they required 53 billion. So when you factor in those rates, and you see the 1 billion which is being prophesized, we are in trouble. And yet you communities expect to wear a proper road with culverts, but now the thing is everywhere that the districts have been given and the municipal councils have been given 1 billion, so they have to do one as a miracle. So that is the challenge. And to make matters worse, when that billion was given, the normal funding was completely slashed off. Because currently, we are having a budget allocation of 8.5 million to do road maintenance of 370 kilometers. So you tell me, all of these roads in your areas, what can we do to utilize 8.5 million? So when you do simple mathematics,
you will find that we are supposed to maintain the kilometer using the 200 kasha, 217,188. So we can that money do gravel, can that money do carbon exploration, can that money do heavy grading. So those are some of the challenges. The other challenge we are facing is landslides and erosions. Like during this period, you know what is happening on the road. Who agricultural practices, causing landslides on roads, because people dig up to the edge that they don't need there some few meters. So when you release the soils are very soft, and everything moves. We have issues of encroachment on road reserves. We have issues of illegal gravel harms by a lot of people. Whenever we work on a gravel road and we do it very well, we find communities putting the harms of gravel, and it's kind of a challenge. We have issues of road furniture vandalism. We have issues of poor business for road maintenance funds during the financial year. For example, in the first quarter, we received 10 million. The whole of district to do road maintenance. We have challenges of climate change that have led to disasters and destruction of roads. We have issues of lack of specialized equipment. Like in the region of the country, we don't have a bulldozer, we don't have an excavator, we don't have the road bed. And these equipment are the ones required to do application works on roads. They are the equipment required to do bridge works. So, to acquire one, you have to write through slope works to get authorized to get one from the regional workshop. And the process is lengthy. If you are lucky to have it, you will not take less than 4 months before you access any of those equipment. We have most roads and bridges washed away by the recent heavy rains. And we have a challenge of lacking funding for emergency interventions. I guess I will need that.
Thank you for that presentation.